Okay, Debbie, what's up? Hello. Nick? Who got here first? Orca? What? Orca, man. Orca, Nick, Debbie. Wow, you guys beat Debbie. Way to go. Aaron, hey. Got the triage oil. You're welcome. Eddie, what's up? Glad to see you guys here. Got a great video for you guys this morning. Wow, it sounds cold. So you guys might remember on this video, not long ago, I did a video about Ben Norton on here. Hi, Tula. And I had said in the video that, well, I'll just play you the video. And then you guys can see it, okay? You guys can see what I said in the video. We'll take this back to refresh your memory, because I got right into it. Appreciate you, Brad. All right, so here we go.
I saw a thing from the Grayzone, and I don't feel the need to really show you. I just know that the Grayzone is real big right now. You know, they've got Aaron Mate and
hey, Diana,
I believe,
Steve Running. Hey, Billy, what's up, buddy?
And others. Hey, Dave C. Free the main channel. Yeah, I agree. I agree with
We're
that.
back on the main channel.
Sure, brother. Free the main channel. Yes. I'm not trying to get it back. I'm not appealing or anything. I'm just.
Look at the beard.
In no hurry. That channel doesn't do anything for me anyway. It really doesn't. It just gets me in trouble.
Hey, Tiffany.
So.
Looks like a video of me in disguise.
Show up on it. Fuck them, you know.
My arms were bigger back then.
Will wish you happy day. I don't know. Probably a lot.
All right.
Everybody wants to do that, you know, and so hung up on it. Hey, Nick, what's up, buddy?
Let's go. We're gonna get into it. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Well,
I'm gonna go forward a minute here. I'm gonna
maybe
I'll speed it up.
Look into where their stance is on free speech when they don't agree with the rhetoric.
You guys are gonna
Let's
just
take a look, shall we?
if you pay attention, you're gonna love this show.
You gotta ask yourself, why would you use the language that you use? So you're supposed to be a reporter. This guy's supposed to be a reporter. I'm gonna point some things out. I don't know who this guy is.
Okay, this is the beginning.
He's from the Grayzone.
Am I missing, Karen?
This was put up.
No. Are you?
Yesterday. Right? This video's from yesterday.
I like it better when she just watches.
Can I just say I fucking hate mustaches? I hate them. Okay? I hate mustaches.
I hate mustaches.
Okay.
Some guys wear them good, but not that guy.
The United States has been leading a campaign at the United Nations to defend Nazis.
Now, you see how he smiles when he says that? Did you guys hear what he just said? Do you want me to turn it up? He's got this big fucking grin on his face when he says that. You know why? Because, number one, it's not true. Number two, he knows he's lying. He knows that the United States isn't defending Nazis. Right? But I digress. Let's go back and listen one more time.
Since 2013, the United States has been leading a campaign at the United Nations to defend Nazis.
Right, so let's stop it right there. So, you see how angry he was that the United States wasn't silencing people? I did a whole show about that. And it's right there, and you can go back and watch it. And I destroy Ben Norton, and I destroy the Grayzone. Right? Watch this. Watch this. So he wanted to silence some folks, right? Because he didn't like the Nazis. So he wants to silence the Nazis. Well, check out what's happening to him now.
Having to do with the 2020 election. So it wasn't even something I was asking. I wasn't giving an answer to a question. I was.
This is Primo Radical. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Primo Radical.
For being back on. I think it's been over 2 years since the last time we spoke, and a lot has happened since then, obviously, that I'd like to cover. But one thing that I wanted to discuss with you today actually was something that recently has been happening to my channel. I've been having videos deleted by YouTube, and I actually wasn't able to post to my channel for a week.
Wow, it must suck, huh? Now you know. Welcome to my world, Baldy. Hey, Cue Ball. Now you know what it's like. And when you didn't want to speak out when the cannabis channels were being subverted, and you sat there and you were racking up all your video views and all of your subscribers, and you kept your fat fucking bald ass mouth shut, while people like me were struggling and we were fucking screaming out in the streets for help, and you said and you did nothing. And now that it happens to you, I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit, I must say.
And I just have to imagine the like the Grayzone'S. I mean, you guys are breaking all kinds of stories, really taking on imperialism to, quite
just
a
wait.
So I have to imagine that a channel
Here
like
it comes
is being censored as well. Have you guys had any
Here it
videos
comes
deleted or any other kind of view?
The guy that wants to silence Nazis says
it's hard to tell in terms of throttling. Definitely, we've seen as the algorithms have changed over the years, we've seen fluctuations where sometimes we'll get a good amount of views, and then when the algorithm changes, there's like this wall, and it's harder for us to get views. That has definitely impacted us.
Oh, it sucks when people silence other people they disagree with, huh, Ben Norton? Doesn't that suck? Do you see why you don't silence Nazis now, Ben? Do you get it now, Ben? You don't silence Nazis, because eventually you're going to be the one that gets silenced. And I warned you about this a few months ago, and you ignored me, and look where we are today. Funny, huh? Isn't it funny?
Which is a softer form of censorship. In terms of the censorship we faced at the Grayzone channel, I mean, fortunately there hasn't been a lot of hard censorship, but there's constant demonetization, of course. I mean, like half of our videos are demonetized, and
I want to hear him say that.
Demonetized instantly.
I want to hear him say that again.
I mean, like half of our videos are demonetized. I mean, like half of our videos are demonetized. I mean, like half of our videos are demonetized.
It's almost like you don't like being silenced, Ben. Isn't that funny? It's like you don't like it when people silence you. You don't like it when people subvert your message. You don't like it when people take your ability to reach an audience from you. Do you? Huh. Funny, huh? See how it worked? And now it's come back and bit you in your ass. You fucking hypocrite. You guys like this? Right? Did I say this is exactly what was going to happen in the last video? Wait, we're going to go back and watch that last video, and you'll hear me warning this fucking motherfucker that this is exactly what he had to look forward to when he starts calling for the censorship of people he doesn't agree with, like, oh, I don't know, Nazis.
And usually they're demonetized instantly.
Hey, Slowski, cheers.
Pretty much all of them.
No law regarding Slowski. Cheers.
Of course, you have to do an appeal, and then only about half of them or less are actually monetized. And then in terms of other forms of censorship, we've done a few videos that, like documentaries that were censored, and those are really frustrating because they're not taken off, but what they do is documentaries that were censored, and those are really frustrating, were censored, and those are really frustrating, and those are really frustrating, and those are really frustrating, censored, and those are really frustrating, censored, and those are really frustrating.
Not for me, Ben. Not for me. I'm not frustrated at all, because now you know what it feels like, motherfucker. And the best part of all this is he's never going to get it. He's never going to see the show, right? He's never going to hear my words. Even if you guys were to tweet this at him, he wouldn't watch it, I guarantee you. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He's never going to know. And he's never going to realize the hypocrisy of him calling for the silencing of Nazis while YouTube is silencing him. Oh, the hypocrisy. Tonka's looking to shape up to be a bad deal. Eddie's here. How did I miss Eddie?
Because they're not taken off, but what they do is they put up this notice that you have to You have to like log in and like,
Eddie!
give them your social security number and the blood of your firstborn child to watch the video. You know what I mean? Like they say like there's this video is like not appropriate or something, and they did that to a documentary we did in Bolivia, which we put a lot of work into. It was reporting on the ground.
His tears are sweet and tasty, like the coffee I sip and enjoy, as the warmth goes down my throat. It warms my entire body and my heart and my soul. That's what Ben Norton's tears are doing for me right now. And they should be doing the exact same for you. If you agreed with me when I told you he was psychotic for asking for the silencing of Nazis. And what did I say? I said, you're next, motherfucker. Oh, go ahead, silence the Nazis. Your bitch ass is next. And wow, look at these chickens coming home to roost.
In Bolivia about the coup and the coup regime's massacres. And then they did that for a video that, like
This
a
shit still
15-minute
starts to affect them
documentary that Max and I
narcissistic
did
cuck, right,
about the coup
Enoch?
in Nicaragua, and they say that,
Right.
you know, it's like it's too sensitive or whatever, even though there's no blood in it. So you know, there's a lot of ways that they censor the content, but I have seen recently that you have been facing even more ridiculous censorship. So it's really just ridiculous that these big tech companies, especially Google, had more ridiculous. You have been facing even more ridiculous censorship. So
Yeah, it sucks, huh? It really, really sucks. Censorship sucks, Ben Norton. And it doesn't matter who's getting censored. The fact that you disagree with somebody and you relish the fact that they're getting censored is a big problem with the fact that you're a media guy. All of you should realize what this guy really is. He's a dictator of his own narrative.
So it's really just ridiculous that these big tech companies.
You're a ridiculous dictator, bro. First Amendment speech is only good for your speech or the speech that you agree with, not those you disagree with. And if you don't like their speech, you scream to have those people silenced. You're a hypocrite of the first order, Ben Norton. You are a hypocrite.
Especially Google, have just become so flagrant in censoring videos and putting strikes on channels, especially for videos that are often from like 5 years ago. It's clear they're going through channels and trying to find a video that supposedly...
Yeah, it's funny, right? They'll go through your old videos and they'll find all the shit you said that violates today's, and they will ungrandfather you out and block your... It happens to me every day. Sucks, huh, Ben? Sucks. Welcome to fucking YouTube, motherfucker. Oh, what's the matter? Are you talking about YouTube? You talking about Palestine? Said some bad shit about Israel or the Clintons? Yeah, they'll get your ass, man. They'll go back and they will get your ass.
Violates their guidelines, because how else would they find this video from like 5 years ago?
Well, the timing for...
It's called a spider and an algorithm, bro. It's called computers. You know, computers do that shit. You know, don't act surprised. He looks like Kyle's stepchild.
Me too.
Dude, if Max Blumenthal and Aaron Mate had a baby, it would be Ben Norton.
It was the issue, because what happened was I was given a warning because there was a patron question to Cynthia McKinney.
And if Matt Dillacunty and a walrus had sex with a cue ball, it would be this guy.
Having to do with the 2020 election. So it wasn't even something I was asking. I wasn't giving
They had a
answer to
three-way.
question. I was just reading it.
Dude, if Matt Dillacunty, a walrus, and a cue ball had a three-way, this would be their baby. He is the walrus. Goo goo ka-choo, 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 choo.
Question to Cynthia McKinney. So they gave me a warning because of that. And then about a week later,
Eddie,
I think,
Eddie says, isn't it funny how you talked on this nay and now they're feeling this shit? Maybe they need to listen to you a bit more, huh? Eddie, they're never going to hear me. I'm going to be long gone and my videos will be long gone and no one will have ever heard of me and I will have made absolutely no effect on the world whatsoever. But you, Eddie, you know, and I know, we both know. And that's why you have a Trendy As Dabbers tattoo on your hand, bro. Because we know. And fuck the rest of the world who doesn't get it. You know, bro? The people that watch this show, that pay attention, They know. They're like, nay, you fucking nailed this. Where till I go back and I show you and I warn you that this was going to happen? Yeah. Wait till we get to that part. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that, shall we? Here, check this out. And you know what? I'm not prepared for this, but I remember fucking saying it on this live stream. I know that I fucking said it, so let's check it out.
Now let me ask you guys this. If you believe that the United States is defending Nazis, let me ask you this instead.
We're going to skip ahead.
Put a 1 in my live chat right now if you think this is bullshit. Before you even hear any of it. Just sounds kind of bullshitish to you, just doing this.
Okay, here we go. 9. Now we're going to go 9 minutes in. Tanya Egan, hello. Austin, hello.
The only country in the world to consistently vote in defense of Nazism.
Okay, now, Debbie, now that you're here, can I get a 1 in the chat from you if you don't believe this bullshit? Can I get a 1 from everyone in the chat who says, man, the United States isn't the United Nations defending Nazism. I'm not going to buy that bullshit. You're probably going to turn this off and not even listen to what the guy said.
You guys are giving him ones. Thank you.
Give me a 1 if, like me, you think this is a bunch of bullshit from the very start.
Give me a 1. I'd love it. Give me the ones that I didn't get in that day.
Nazism at the UN. Nazism, you know, murdering the Jews, taking over the planet. Is that what America stands for? And is that what they preach at the UN? This guy does 28 minutes trying to convince you that they are. It only took me 25 seconds to prove him wrong to my entire audience. I'm getting nothing but 1s in the chat. I know you guys can't see them because I've got this in the way. Nothing but 1s in the chat right now. I want you guys to see. Look, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Look, everybody's putting 1s in. I've convinced my entire audience that this guy's full of shit. And he works for the fucking Grayzone. You know, those reporters that Jimmy Dore has on his show all the time because he has so much respect for Aaron Mate and Max Blumenthal.
See, I was calling Jimmy on his bullshit back then, too, on something totally different other than the...
Oh, and they're such great reporters.
Thank you, Nick.
This guy
loving you
he
that you're
like,
here, bro.
I swear I don't know who this guy is, but to me, it looks like Max Blumenthal and Aaron Mate had a child. You know, they went to a lab, they had their DNA fucking taken out in a test tube, they fertilized an egg with
Billy's
their DNA,
confused.
and this is what came out. It's Aaron Blumenthal. It's Max Mate. I swear to fuck! Does this guy look like a complete hybrid between Aaron Mate and Max Blumenthal, you guys? Are you guys with me on this? Anybody? Can you guys fucking talk along or anything? Can you guys communicate with me words at all? I would love it.
God, dude, I had 20 people in the audience that day. Nobody would talk in the chat. I was so angry at you guys for not talking to me. I was like, listen to me. I'm screaming at you guys to fucking participate, man. It was an important show. Nobody would participate. Oh, God.
In the meantime, listen to this.
Third person as fuck.
And that is not in any way hyperbole.
Oh, yes, it is. It is all hyperbole. Not only is it all hyperbole, but it's also propaganda, because don't forget, you're watching a show called Propaganda Today.
Can I go back to that, please?
You know, I know that's not the intention of the title, but it's just kind of fucking ironic, isn't it?
I gotta go back to
They
that.
spouting fucking anti-American propaganda. Look, hyperbole, but it's also propaganda, because don't forget, I would love it. In the meantime, listen to this.
And that is not in any way hyperbole.
Oh, yes, it is. It is all hyperbole. Not only is it all hyperbole, but it's also propaganda, because don't forget, you're watching a show called Propaganda Today. You know, I know that's not the intention of the title, but it's just kind of fucking ironic, isn't it? That he's spouting fucking anti-American propaganda. Look, I'm just as anti-American as the next guy. My difference, the difference between me and him, is I talk about things that are truthful.
Look, I'm just as anti-American as the next guy. You guys, I'm fucking killing it on this show. I need more viewers. Holy shit, that was good. Are you kidding me? Do you think maybe the 12 of us could get more people here, folks? Let me know, man. I think I deserve more than 12 viewers today. Let's do this. 420's coming up. Give me some people here, folks. And give me some ones in the chat to show me that you agree that the Grayzone's full of shit.
Call out America. He just makes stuff up to try to convince you. And that's how you lose support.
It's talking
This is why
to
Jimmy
me
Dore
and
is
saying,
losing
how
fans.
dare you?
Since 2013, a series of countries at the United Nations have been introducing a resolution that is called Combating Glorification of Nazism, Neo-Nazism, and other practices that contribute to fueling contemporary forms of racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance.
Now I'm going to pause it and just say That's a bill of censorship. That's all that is. They're trying to legalize censorship. Let's see what I said about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Aren't those also alternate forms of government that spurn conversation and forms of government that you might disagree with? Oh, you don't like Nazism? Well, it's a form of government. You don't like socialism? Well, it's a form of government. You don't like communism? It's a form of government. But you want to silence people that you disagree with now. Nazi, though, you don't like Nazism? Why? Because they killed the Jews? What, are you Jewish? Well, that was a bad aspect of Nazism. What about socialism? Didn't they kill all the Christians? In communist China, don't they murder motherfuckers? Don't they burn books? Look, I'm not anti those forms of thinking at all. I might disagree with aspects of them, but I want to hear from people who agree. Even a fucking Nazi. I'll talk to a Nazi. I don't fucking care. I'll talk to a fucking Nazi. You have every right. If you want to subscribe to Nazism, you have every right to subscribe to it. That's your beliefs. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to exterminate people who have different ideas than me. God, that almost sounds like Nazism, doesn't it? Huh. Think about it. They want to banish all forms of information that they disagree with. Hey, man, it might be unhealthy, and it might spur
Look at all those ones.
people to become racist. That's your fucking problem
Thank
of
you.
living in an area,
Daddy,
a
thank you.
zone, if you will.
Oh,
of
sorry,
greatness,
Dommy Dom.
Of free speech. You know, I thought the gray zone was all about free speech. Now the gray zone is saying, no, we don't like Nazis or anything similar to it, or the people discussing it, or discussing other stuff that causes racism, so we're just going to ban the fucking conversation completely. We're going to ban the form of government, and anytime we see it, we're going to exterminate it. We're going to lock those people up, and we're going to silence them and gag them. Gray zone! Jimmy
Hey!
champions!
Token Dave.
Max Mate over here. Fucking Aaron Blumenthal over here.
I know it's just going to be a matter of time in this video upload before I say it's going to happen to them. And they're going to be the ones getting silenced next. Watch. I know it's going to come up. I don't know where, but I know it's coming up, man. I know I'm going to touch on that.
Fucking hybrid-looking motherfucker.
Now,
Hybrid-looking
international diplomacy at the UN.
It's
they're not
cold
they're not
out there,
good at
campers.
They're not good at these short, bite-sized titles. Very
Just put your little hand in mine. There is no place higher we can climb. Baby, I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I got you, brr. It's a cold one out there today, campers. Yes, it is. It's a cold one out there. And guess what today is? Groundhog's Day! That's right, everyone. It's Groundhog's Day. Oh, I bet you Phil's going to be out looking for a shadow today. Oh, that beard had volume. Yo, Southern, what's up? Yo, we have some snow tonight. What's up, Eddie? I must have missed that show. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you guys are catching it now. It's a good one. It's one of the best shows I've ever done, actually, where I destroyed Ben Norton in seconds. And then I go on to just railroad him for, a long time. But the first 25 seconds of that freaking video, I destroy him. You just can't argue with anything I say.
long name of a resolution, but every single year since 2013.
Here, douchebag, I'll give you a better name for it, okay? Ending a free speech bill. How about that?
Huh.
Why don't you just call it what it is, you fucking douchebag? Why don't you just say you don't want other people you disagree with
Censorship.
to be able to speak?
Censorship.
Oh, but it's racist.
It's a
Well, I
censorship
think that you're
bill.
pro-Jewish, it's racist against Arabs. What do you think about that, motherfucker? Or I think you're pro-Arab bullshit's fucking racist against Jews. You guys go all over the place with the fucking gray zone.
Just think
My point
it's
is,
still
we let
here.
you speak, no matter who you're defending or what you're saying.
Got some girth
we
on
give
the
you the
beard.
ability to speak. You're the gray zone. You're journalists. We want to hear what you have to say. The one thing we don't want to hear you say is that you want to silence other voices that you disagree with. Then it becomes Orwellian. It's fucking 1984.
Then it
all over
becomes
again with the
censorship.
fucking gray zone. It's the 1984 zone, man.
It's a censorship zone.
I have no clue who those people are, so I can't say.
That was interesting. That was
You have
interesting.
no clue who those people are? Who
In the
fucking cares who they are? I'm telling you what they say. I'm telling you what they stand for.
In
You
the
don't have to know
chat.
them personally, bro.
I don't know.
You know
Who,
what I mean? Like,
I don't know who
Congo
that
and
is.
Stuff yeah, I totally disagree with them, but I don't want them silenced. They lie, but I don't want them silenced. That Theoria, fucking, whatever her fucking name is.
Isabella.
She got blocked off of Twitter twice yesterday, man. She's banned. And I laugh about that because she's a fucking liar. At the same time, I think she should have the right to fucking espouse her fucking lies all over the goddamn internet. These motherfuckers just jumped shark. Gotta be careful if you carry that guy around. If you knock his head on something, his head will break off like a shit.
Billy. I remember that.
Billy goes after the physical comedy. He's a bobblehead, right? I love it. He's got that tiny little neck. Hey, man. Aaron Mate and Max Blumenthal went to a lab and dually fertilized an egg, and this is what came out. Aaron Blumenthal. Max Mate. That's what you get. This guy, Super Jew. I don't know.
Super Jew.
All I'm saying is, look, man, the Jews are the new Nazis. You guys need to fucking listen. It's true. They really are. And I'm watching it happen, man. I'm watching these Jews. We want to silence all the people. All the United States, man, they're supporting free speech. How dare they? Listen to this guy. This goes on for 28 minutes. I'm not going to bore you with all of this. I'm just going to let you hear a little bit of it so you can see how obnoxious Max Blumenthal and Aaron Mate, how obnoxious the company they work for has become.
The United Nations.
They support this.
Countries, largely in the global south, have been introducing this resolution year after year. And year after year, Washington has been almost alone, sometimes joined by one other country.
Yeah, it's almost
South
the United
Jersey.
States is the only country that's really concerned with free speech and understands it like nobody else does. Hey, man, we beat the Nazis back in 1945. We won that fucking war.
Hey, Token Dave, is your cat on your keyboard, bro?
We'll still let them talk. That is a beautiful thing about America. When people are like, yo, Nate, why don't you move? Hey, man, because I get to say whatever the fuck I want when I sit right here. Because I'm in America. And if a Nazi wants to say whatever the fuck he wants, I'm all for it too. I have to be. Jimmy Dore taught me that. And Jimmy Dore loves these guys. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would love to talk to Jimmy Dore about this video right here. Hey, Jimmy, how do you feel about silencing Nazis? Hey, man, I'll go there. I'm not a pussy. I'll talk about it, and I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. I don't like it. Not one bit. I don't like silencing Nazis. You might hate Nazis? Well, they fucking hate you too. There you go. You're even. So why don't they get to silence you?
420, cheers,
right
in
now.
Newfoundland.
What if they
Cheers.
were, you'd be silenced for sure. You'd be dead.
No law regarding that rant.
My point is,
a
that's
long
what you're
one.
doing. You're following their path. And silencing them isn't the way to avoid it. That's the slippery slope that you're sliding down right now. That's the linchpin. That's the straw that broke the fucking Nazis' back. I should say that broke the back of the goddamn First Amendment. It's ugly, it's disgusting, it's despicable. Free speech sucks. Period. Free speech sucks. You either love it or you fucking hate it. You better learn to love it or you're not going to have it anymore. You better learn to allow a Nazi to fucking have his fucking say or your fucking voice gets silenced next. Gray Zone!
Boom! There it is! That's the moment I was waiting for, guys. I'm taking a bong hit while it's happening, and I couldn't talk. And I'm like, that's it. That's it. It's 20 minutes in, guys. It's 20 minutes into the video, so easy to find. Boom. That's the clip, right? You grab what Ben Norton said at the beginning of this video. You grab me saying, hey, you're next, and the date that I said it, and you fast forward, what was that, a month ago? I'd cut my beard off 2 months ago, maybe, right? And look, 2 months later, then you cut to this.
I received a strike for a video that was posted almost 4 years ago. So obviously, they wanted to, send a strong message.
He made his own point, Austin, right?
I've
He
seen
made his
my
own
views
point.
throttled since this summer, just because I saw a huge spike, especially with certain guests that I'd have on, in June, July, and then just it dropped off a cliff. And I've had big guests on since then. I've had Glenn Greenwald on the show, Noam Chomsky, Max has been on a couple times, Jimmy Dore has been back
That's
on.
the world's tiniest
And
violin
just
playing My
getting
Heart Bleeds for
suppressed
You,
more and more and more.
Garibaldi.
To the point now where most of my views are actually coming from subscribers instead of non-subscribers, which is the reverse of how it should be. But personally, the actions that I've kind of taken to respond to that is I'm no longer posting.
His head is disturbingly smooth like the tip of a penis. It's disturbing. I think he should adapt a hat, personally. Not a helmet, though. Definitely not a helmet, but some other form of a hat.
Interviews to YouTube, I'm posting them on Rumble and as a podcast on iTunes and Spotify.
Skin's so soft.
I've actually been speaking with people at Rockfin about doing a
Hey,
new
bro.
show there that would be,
Hey, yo,
exclusive
Primo.
to Rockfin. So
Yo, Primo Radical, look, bro. Look, that's called a pimple. You ever seen one, motherfucker? Fucking egghead. Jesus fucking Christ. He's got like perfect skin. I want to rip it off his face.
that's something else I am considering. But for yourself, I mean, what?
And in case he sees this, I'm just joking, bro. I don't want to rip your skin off your face.
How have you kind of worked around this this censorship from YouTube, and also I would ask, I guess, in regards to Facebook and Twitter, also.
Fucking cue ball.
Well, I mean, I just keep doing my work, and the big tech corporations.
And then you're like, ah! And then Ben Norton comes on, you're like, ah!
Especially on Facebook.
You know,
I mean, I have.
Go back to the bald guy, please. Go back to the bald guy, please. What's this badger? What's this half-dead badger doing on my screen? Got hit by a car. Oh my God. Go back to the egghead, please.
Many thousand.
Go back to the emoji face, man. Hey, man. Go back to the emoji, man. There's the emoji. That's a smile. It's like a it's like a surprised emoji. It's the surprised emoji. I didn't realize that, but Enoch put up 3 smiling faces in the chat. I was like, dude, those look just like homie, man. Perfectly smooth and round. Skinny little man looking like Tom Green on crack.
So I would ask, I guess,
Dude, you're like, dude, that guy's kind of whack looking. Then all of a sudden you're like,
Well, I mean, I just keep doing my work. And
When Ben Norton comes on.
corporations are going to keep censoring like they always do, especially on Facebook. I mean, I have many thousands of followers on Facebook, and
he ain't easy to look at. That's all I'm saying.
They really changed their algorithm because I used to get way more engagement, way more shares, way more likes, and now it's often in the single digits. So I mean, that's how these big tech corporations work. They're arms of the U.S. government, basically, and
Yeah,
I'm not really gonna
that's true.
change what I do necessarily because I'm a journalist and I think I'm reporting on important
You're
topics.
gonna keep
and,
trying to silence Nazis,
there's
bro.
certain things you can do to like be careful with your language, but that's how.
Hey
these
man,
big
maybe you
tech
could
corporations
speak
Yeah,
out more
sucks
for
to-
free
to
speech for
self-censor.
people like me,
Honestly,
man.
like,
Unlike
to be
you,
perfectly
I'm
honest, I
not
think
trying
I
to
have
silence
been
other people.
self-censored, a little bit.
You know?
Like I
Unlike
don't
you.
say certain
You should be
things,
speaking out for
or
people like me.
I have edited out like certain phrases that people have used that I thought could be taken the wrong way, like the clip could be taken out of context or something. But to go to the extent where you're going to say that you can't even have.
Do you hear him
let's just say it
rationalizing
was
that?
That you couldn't ask a question.
Do you hear him rationalizing it? Like, yeah, there were things said out of context. The algorithm picked him up, I'm sure. That's what he's referring to. And, they're out of context, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that's not okay, Eggy. Okay, bro? It's not okay. It's not fucking okay. It's not okay that your shit gets ripped off of fucking YouTube. It's not okay that your monetization gets fucking turned off on YouTube because the fucking computer misunderstands some words or the context in which they're said on your fucking podcast. That's the fucking problem! Hire more people, YouTube! Yeah, you got fucking podcasters that are okay with the shit. He's literally, listen to him rationalize on that. Listen to that part.
Honestly, like, to be perfectly honest, I think I have kind of self-censored, a little bit. Like I don't say certain things, or I have edited out like certain phrases that people have used that I thought could be taken the wrong way, like the clip could be taken out of context or something.
Like a good boy.
But
he's
to go to the
self-censored.
extent where you're going to say that you
My
can't
bad.
even have, let's just say it was me, that you couldn't ask a question to a former Democratic congresswoman about an election, like that's just a whole nother level of censorship.
Yeah, again, I mean, these big tech platforms have continuously showed themselves just to be basic.
I mean, just think about this. There's so many issues right now that politicians are now involved with where, you're not allowed to discuss that with them on social media in an interview platform because the algorithms won't allow it, and yet the politicians are engaging in these things. Like we can't talk about Ghislaine Maxwell trial. We can't talk about what's going on with that and this and the bug. We can't talk about that. We can't. Literally, we can't. I mean, Jimmy Dore can on his channel. He doesn't get pulled down. But like he says, he gets demonetized. Us, we literally get our videos pulled down. We get strikes on our channel. And they say that we're spreading medical misinformation. Dude, to my 13 viewers right now, my bad, YouTube. You know, I said something to 13 people on your fucking precious website. And 13 people fucking heard it. You know? Jesus fucking Christ. Medical misinformation. Like I'm some kind of a purveyor of mass information on YouTube. You know, they got some fucking nerve.
Basically arms of the U.S. government. That's the role they play. And like many things in the U.S. government, which is the epitome of neoliberalism, it's outsourced, right? So there's this plausible deniability where they can say, well, we're an independent corporation, we're not the government. But I mean, the Rand Corporation is technically an independent corporation, but it's an arm of the State Department. It's an arm of the Defense Department. The Rand Corporation is funded by the Pentagon to create policy for the U.S. military, just as big tech corporations. They're not technically part of the government, but they're U.S. contractors usually. In the case of Google,
what's up, son?
Let's not forget, Google, which owns YouTube, is a CIA contractor.
A quick peek
it's
there.
A Pentagon contractor. It worked with the Pentagon in the Iraq War for mapping. It works with many U.S. police departments and the FBI on domestic surveillance. For all intents and purposes, Google is not only a U.S. contractor, it is an arm of the U.S. government. And that's also true for Facebook. I mean, just because a corporation is technically independent doesn't mean anything, because that's how the U.S. government operates. Everything is a public-private partnership between the state and corporations, because that's what capitalism is. It's the dictatorship of the capitalist class. It rules the state. The capitalists rule the state.
So do you think it makes sense to try to transition onto other platforms like Rumble and Rockfin, or is that
Yes!
do you think that's fruitless?
No, do it!
I don't think it's fruitless. I think we have to understand that unless these platforms are ideologically
Dog, what a stupid
driven, and
question.
I dispute the extent to which they are ideologically driven.
Hey, should I stay subservient to my masters? Should I stay subservient to YouTube? Or should I go to fucking platforms that aren't fucking me up my ass? What a stupid question! Cheers, guys.
I think that they recognize that there's a market for YouTube alternatives, and they're filling that market. But if push came to shove and the U.S. government threatened to censor them, they would probably play ball because they're U.S.-based companies. So what it comes down to is geopolitics, which is why I always talk about geopolitics. And it's a lot of people on the U.S. left.
Jay-Z, Nectar Collector, Bubbler. Dude, it's one of the best goddamn hits. You get them all over the internet, bro. These are all over the internet. Just do a search for Nectar Collector and get one with the water. I recommend.
Left refuse to recognize that U.S.-based corporations are going to follow U.S. geopolitical guidelines. They're going to toe the line of U.S. foreign policy.
He keeps saying the same thing over and over again. You guys notice that?
Because otherwise the U.S. government is going to take action against them. And that's the only time we ever see the U.S. government regulate corporations is when they're challenging U.S. foreign policy, when they're doing business with Iran, when they're doing business with Cuba. That's the only
You're
time
welcome,
they're
Token
ever
Dave.
regulated. They're not regulated when they defraud investors. They're not regulated when they defraud clients and lie to clients as the big banks did, when they give them junk mortgages, when they, just carry out these blatantly abusive practices. They're never regulated. They're only regulated when they challenge U.S. foreign policy.
We're under the
And that's
Bollinger
exactly
Band.
how big tech is too. I mean, there is a market right now for all of these alternatives to YouTube, and we should be using all those platforms because we should try to get our message out on as many platforms as we can. I mean, we cross-post our videos with the Grayzone on as many platforms as we can, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we should do that because the goal is to have as big of an audience as we could get as alternative media journalists. But I mean,
There it is.
the
There it
reality
is.
that if it's a U.S.-based company, it's going to play ball with the
Boom.
U.S.
Right through
government.
it. It's
And if
good.
it doesn't, it's going
It's
to
good.
be destroyed.
It's got to go through
And
it.
we even see, media outlets like WikiLeaks, which has never been based in the
Go,
U.S.
go, go.
We've seen the war that the U.S. has waged against WikiLeaks. So
Go, go, go.
I don't expect necessarily these companies to, at the end of the day, be significantly better. But the reality is that to the extent that they have an audience, and to the extent that they don't censor right now, I mean, we should use them.
How does break on through? Oh, bum 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 bum. You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Yeah. Lay our treasures there, buried treasures here. Told you once, told you twice. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through. Now it's under the trampoline. So it's under 91 now. So once it falls. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Hello, Nay. Hope all is well. Thanks, JG. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the show, brother. Token Dave says, damn, bro, you nailed that. Thank you, Token Dave. JG, right on, brother. Southern Doors. JG comment was at 710. Lol. Hey, 710. Did I smoke at 710? I think I did. We just did a dab, so I'm good, right? We're good. We're good. I'm good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We smoked 710. We're good. So, we're under the trampoline, which is we've got these Bollinger bars right here. These Bollinger Bands. These are lines of resistance and support. So we discussed this on yesterday's show. It's like a trampoline. When the number is underneath that level of support, think of it as being underneath a trampoline and it's kind of bouncing off of it downwards. And once it breaks through the trampoline, then it starts bouncing upwards. And that level of resistance of the trampoline immediately becomes a level of support. And if that level of support holds at that point, you've got thousands of dollars climb that you can most likely anticipate. So one thing you want to watch when you're seeing that Bitcoin is like this, you want to see, is everything in green over here in this list? The whole market, it looks fairly good right now. So that's a good sign. It might not stay like that. But for right now, everything's in green. There's a chance that Bitcoin could bust through. These bands are really helpful and they're very accurate. They're very accurate. So we'll keep our eye on that. All right, let's hear the rest of this. It's almost over.
Something that I also wonder is, we haven't had a large military conflict in the social media era. Like the Iraq War was about 20 years ago, and we haven't had something that big since then.
Dude, you know who did
think
that?
If we do,
Jackson Hinkle the other night, man, really funny. He was watching a video of somebody, and when he brought up their video, he had that same reaction. It's so funny. It's always funny when you do that.
see another large-scale military operation, a war like the Iraq War, do you think that we could see a lot of people just being completely deplatformed?
Does that like they scare the shit
folks
out
like
of you?
You and me, Jimmy Dore, Lee Camp, like the anti-imperialist left. Do you think they could just be completely wiped off the internet?
Absolutely, immediately, within the first week, no question whatsoever. And why do I say that so confidently? Look what happened when Trump,
Strawberry Guava
in an
6.
act of
What,
war,
son?
a war crime against international law, murdered one of the top Iranian officials, Qasem Soleimani. What was the response of Facebook, which owns Instagram as well? they began censoring anyone who said anything positive in any anything that could be construed as remotely positive about Qasem Soleimani. So, friend of the show, I think you've had her on, Rania Khalek, a good friend of mine, great journalist. She went to Iraq and posted on Instagram a photo of like this billboard they had of the spot where Qasem Soleimani, and also, by the way, a top Iraqi military official, Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, who was the head of the Popular Mobilization Forces, which fought ISIS and which have a relationship with the Iraqi government. They were both murdered by this U.S. drone strike. Rania Khalek posted a billboard. She didn't even like comment on it. It was just a journalistic photo, and it was censored on Instagram. So that's just a little hint of what's coming.
Well, maybe, Ben, you should stop cheering on silencing Nazis, and you should start really speaking out for all of us to have a voice, no matter what it is we're saying. Stop worrying about what people are saying. It'll make your voice louder.
If there's a conventional war over Ukraine or something, if the U.S. is a conventional war with Russia or China, Russia and China or Iran, there's no question they're going to censor people challenging the U.S. government narrative. They're already doing it, and there's not even...
Some people might watch this and think, well, no, you're just trying to play gotcha with this guy. No, I'm not. This is about our free speech, which I've been suffering for years on social media because I'm outspoken. And I saw this coming a long time ago. That's why I'm talking about this today. Because this video just came up today.
It's full-on conventional war that could potentially be on the horizon. So they've been priming it. They've been getting prepared for this for many years. And again, when the rubber hits the road and when these corporations
Bonfire, have
face
fun,
pressure
Dave.
from the U.S. government, of course, they're always going to concede.
He's on Rumble. It's funny. Terra Luna storage. Uniswap. Uniswap is just so bad. Uniswap is so bad for me. Like, Engine is so bad. Uniswap and Engine are killing me. Really bad choices I made there. I would have been better off if I just let it sit as cash back then. What did it say? Shiba Inu? What? Shiba Inu's at 3. It's terrible. And where's Doge at? Doge is at 18 cents. Doge is still staying up at 18 cents. Mr. Caddy on Rumble. What kind of JG? What kind of content is that? Do you mind saying? I try to stay off Rumble. I don't like it's the advertisements that you have to see when you go on there. It's all right-wing bullshit. I'm debating Sam Cedar live at 5:30 in an hour. Jackson Hinkle says I'm debating Sam Cedar. So I wonder when the debate is. Let's set the reminder. I wonder what the content of the debate's going to be. Wow. When? Let's see if he wrote in the... I'm debating Sam Cedar. That's all it says. Super chat. Alright, let me see. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of chat in here. What is this for real? I agree with Jackson's stance on China. The Uyghur thing is pro-war propaganda. Oh boy, this is the special guest he was talking about. Donnie Posner, I wasn't. I knew they were going in there for oil, but was sad when the oil wasn't for us. I'm reading the chat. Didn't know you had such imperial ideas. I'm definitely with Jackson on China. Donnie Posner would be very stupid if America went to war with China. Damn, I thought the biggest drama tonight was in the NFL. Oh my God, this is going to be fun to watch. Jackson, please destroy this neoliberal hack the same way BJG did. So you only want war if it's basically an easy win. If death occurs on both sides, I don't understand. Scam sheep herder. So he's calling him scam sheep herder. I love it. Helping to get clout from debating you, considering you get more views than him, and all his fake subscribers are just bots. Revolutionary Blackout Network said, Cedar looks like the offspring of Rachel Maddow and Chris Hayes, and now I can't unsee it. Oh my God, that is so funny. That is fucking hilarious. My dick's going bald, but I'm fraud of putting Rogaine on it. I'm afraid. Oh no, cannabis in the hospital, but now I'm going to the moon. Cheers. My heart needs to be checked. Bye. What else does this say here? Please destroy. Okay, so only want war. Edwards. Revolutionary Black. Okay. Donnie, no point in lying when it's obvious. What we going to stop them protests? We have never worked for them. Scam sheep herder, less masculine Rachel Madcow. I was laughing hard when they say that shit. As much as I love Jackson, I think this is a bad idea. Sam has a lot more debate and media experience. He might get schooled even if he's right. See, now, this guy, Nem Lowell, makes a very valid point here. Listen, Jackson Hinkle is a smart kid, but Sam Cedar is an expert debater. So it won't really matter, in my opinion, whether Jackson is correct on topics. Chances are Sam has techniques to use, debate techniques to just win, you know, because he's an expert debater. So I'm kind of interested in seeing this. I protested it with a buddy and realized no one really listens to us. So what the fuck? If we're going to war, we the people should at least benefit from it. I don't know if we could do anything to stop them. I don't have to support it though. Sam about to get smoked. Sam Sheepherder is a neoliberal. Scam Sheepherder is a neoliberal hack who is easy to expose the same way BJG did. Ham Eater really about to debate. I expect more straw men than Cornfield. Taking resources after initiative wars, everything that is wrong with an imperial agenda. What the fuck? Sam Cedar actually accepted? I'd expect him to take a Crowder. He'd take a Crowder. Anyone who protects the squad will lose the debate every time. Do they ever have a response? He's argued about the squad. He's got an opinion about the squad. You know, this is what Sam Cedar will say about the squad. He'll say they're waiting to gain more power for the right moment to enforce what they've promised. Because right now they don't have the power to get what they want. Which is bullshit, but that's what he'll say. I've heard him say it before. That's what he was saying against Jimmy Dore with Force the Vote. Why has nobody made a bald meme saying Joe Rogan with minoxidil? I don't know. Yo, Kevin Lesnar, what's up? I'm surprised, especially after he got exposed by Bree Joy. Scam Sheepherder wants clout from Jackson because Jackson gets more views than him. 98% of Scam Sheepherder subscribers are fake bots. Didn't we read all this? People are reprinting it. I doubt it. Jackson whooped Vouch's ass on the debate. They did. This is going to be an easy win for Jackson. I can't wait until Jackson hits him with the statistics. Man, how many more of these are there? Fuck, dude. Hold on a second. All right. I'm going to scroll up. These comments are really interesting. This is funny. I like reading this shit. So, let's go up to here. Great. Okay. I can't wait until Jackson... Oh, look, I've cut my face off here. Let me move this down so I can see it better. I can't wait until Jackson hits him with the statistics about his anti-door videos getting 3 times the views as everything else he does. Give it a few years, Jackson will be a conservative school at school boards being chased by the FBI. No socialist combs his hair like that. Jax, confront him on TMRs. Smears. TMRs. I don't know who that is. Is this actually happening tonight, or will this be an announcement of a debate at a later date? That's my question. Good question. That's what I want to know. Hilarious how a channel with 28,000 subs gets more than a channel with supposedly over 1 million. Right? Well, there's a reason for that. You know, Jackson's got a new channel. Sam's been around for a while, and his channel may have suffered some... You know, when you got 1 million subscribers, you know, people want to see you, and he may have be suffering the exact same fate that my channel is going through. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. If not all of his subscribers are being told when he goes live. You know? How many of those subscribers did he get before they changed the, you know, they added, oh, now you have to click the bell icon. And if you haven't, you won't get notified anymore when you used to get notified every time these people used to put up content or go live. Now you won't get notified at all unless you go back and find their channel and click, you know, either resubscribe and hit the bell icon, or go back and hit the bell icon and click all. It's psychotic. It was the dumbest thing. But I can't speak right now because Muppet mouth. I'm thinking Kafefi. I'm excited about this debate. I don't know if it's happening tonight. I don't think it is. I don't think the debate is happening tonight. But I want to hear Jackson speak about it anyway. And he's going to talk about it in... he's going live soon, I believe. Like an hour. Going to be live in an hour. I'm thinking about some coffee. What do you guys think about coffee? What do you guys think about coffee? Coffee? Gonna drink some coffee? Get some coffee? Are you guys... Am I losing y'all? Not, just a splash? Yeah? You down for just a splash? I'm down for just a splash. You know what I'm down for? My Beazle. I'm working on that one. My Beazle. I want to hit that just perfectly. By Menon, my Beazle, NBC, WNBC, 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 BC. Pa 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 pa. Harvey Keitel. Pa 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 pa. Die Kappa. Pa 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 pa. It's a great fucking scene. WNBC. WNBC. Come on, Howard. I know you can do it. You just gotta put a little bit more into it. You're almost there. You're so close. You're just so close. You're like... WNBC. WNBC. I gotta fill this back up. I gotta keep up with myself, man. Processing lots of water here. WNBC. Set my deck back up with the umbrella, stood that back up. It was laying down from the windstorms, and got a tarp. I don't know if I'm going to try to reattach that or not. The poles are still up there. WNBC. Whoa, there's butt on the floor, man. What the fuck's that all about? How'd that happen? WNBC. Huh? God bless America, pal. I wonder what that was. Jesus fucking Christ. Man, let me tell you something. I told you guys a day ago or 2 days ago, one or the other, I hurt my back. Right? Rogan was laying on top of me and my back got stiff. Really hurt. I still feel the pain back here. It's the left bottom of to the left of my spine. You know, right above my butt. It's the small of my back, and it's just sore. You know. But it was really achy earlier today, and I got in that fucking jacuzzi today, man, and it made me feel so much better. Dude, that jacuzzi, oh man. I put all the pressure on this one nozzle that goes back and forth, and I put it right there at the small of my back, and I just let it rub that for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Oh, it was amazing. You know what I'm thinking is I should try some triage oil on my back. See how that makes my lower back feel. So it's not like, I wouldn't say it's, I don't know, maybe a little achy, I guess that is the way to describe it. So I'm just going to take some, we'll see how much. All right, I'm going to take me some of this. And I guess I can reach it. It's right there, you know? So I'll just go like that. I'll just go right here. And I'll just rub that in as deep as I can. See that big old fucking ugly bell? I still gotta get rid of all that. That shit. Right there. And just rub that in as hard as I can. Right there, right there. Right where the pain is. That's where it is, right there. God damn, bro. That's it right there, bro. Triage oil. I'm telling you, man, it's like, oh my goodness gracious. It's like I'm fine, man. It's like it's like I barely even hurt my back at all right now. Wow. I wonder how long that's going to last for. Like, I kind of want to, like, bend over and stuff. In the hot tub. God, I wonder how much I should put in there. The whole, take all the water out and put just straight trendy triage oil in the jacuzzi. Need a deep, you could do that, but yeah, I guess it would work. It was really the way that jacuzzi was hitting me on that muscle. It was perfect. The jacuzzi was so good, man. I was so impressed. Anyhow, let's keep reading through some of these comments because they're so fucking funny. All right? I hope you guys want to watch this, whatever Jackson Hinkle's going to say. So, does anyone know of times where the U.S. was proven to present fake witnesses to attack other countries? Expect the smug NPR wannabe straw man to this high heaven. Scam sheepherder gets less than 3,000 views on some of his videos. That's just pathetic. That's how I know all his subs are fake. His subs aren't fake. I'm still surprised Sam Still. Dude, where's my car? That's his name. Can he debate his co-host with the big tongue too? Lol. I have no idea what that's all about. The war in Iraq. Begetting viewers. He's full of crap. Breaking news. Hostage situation at the synagogue in Colleyville, Texas. What the fuck? They just released one hostage? Oh, God, man. A camp of feral humans was discovered and taken into custody in the Smoky Mountains. Real life hills have eyes shit. Feral humans? That's a thing? Begetting viewers is full of crap. Number of times Sam says Jimmy Dore. Got to be at least 30. I think the best argument against J.H. Jackson Hinkle is that by omission, he excuses the conservative representative while only criticizing the one CM to the left Democrats who are still right of center. Okay, whatever, dude. Is this actually happening tonight? What's the word? We got an hour to find out. I will believe this when I see it. Cedar's capable of canceling at the very last second because he got cold feet and made up an excuse. Ask Sam how's the whole push Biden left is going. You know, I think Jackson's kind of manipulating his audience here by not telling them that this is the actual. I don't think this is the actual debate. You know, and I think he's kind of manipulating his audience by just not telling them. You know. Ask Sam how's the whole push Biden left going. No doubt. If this is clickbait, I swear to Jonah, I will call the clickbait police. I was just saying, it's clickbait. That is so fucking funny. Even without his stupid BBB plan. Biden is 33% approval rating, lowest in presidential history, breaking the previous record of Trump's 34%. After January 6th took him less than a year to establish a new all-time rock bottom. 2 million illegals was enough. Second thought, did a really good analysis of the elected left in which is in US which is ideologically I cannot say that word. Ideologically right, far right actually compared to other nations. Ideologically. I think Sam saw the Hinkle video that I posted to the Majority Report Twitter feed. Aw, crap. Shite's about to go down. Russia. Hillary Clinton 2024, baby. Psych. I think they're all the same. Everyone in the Capitol probably on the same page followed their puppet masters. Sadly, Hillary 2024 is all too real. Sam's deflection shields will be 100%. So when you support even the most left politicians in America, you support the far right. Hillary going to be campaigning at Guantanamo. Jimmy, Sam Cedar. Minor differences, but the singular goal is the same. I know, right? Elections are going to be funny as hell. I've been trolling Majority Report hardcore on YouTube and Twitter, constantly talking about how Jackson Hinkle is outdoing them. On Twitter and YouTube, that's funny. 2022 going to be crazy. It's a system which serves capital. America is a far-right nation which breeds fascism, greed, inequality, and empire. Scam sheepherder is the Carlos Mencia of neoliberals. That's fucking hilarious. Jackson, be prepared and know that we all love you and that everybody's counting on you. 2020, it's so dramatic. 2022 seems to be strongly favoring the Republican Party. Damn, this is lit. This could go one of two ways. Scam sheepherder dreams of having 5% of the success Jimmy has. Does Sam Cedar still likes Mama Bear Pelosi? I'm sorry, that was fucking good. Oh, that was a good one, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think there's any perfect system, Donnie, even if it was all degraded over time because of complacency. Even the UK is not as far right ideologically as the US, and that's saying something. Maybe only North Korea beats us. How do you say ideologically? Ideologically. There we go. Ideologically. Even the UK is not as far right Even the UK is not as far right ideologically I'll pretend there's two L's there, right? Even the UK is not as far right ideologically. Even the UK is not as far right ideologically as the US, and that's saying something. Maybe only North Korea beats us. Sam Cedar talks left and walks middle. Cedar will be unable to stay on a single topic all night. Whenever he's cornered, hey James, he will change the subject just like the politicians he defends. Right, he's a good debater. That's what he'll do. This is the same Sam Cedar that used a 2005 article to reference theirs over-reporting. I'm so high all of a sudden. If a red wave does come into 2022, I'm going to be laughing hard. Bouquet leftists like... You mean boutique leftists? Bouquet. They said bouquet leftists like Sam Cedar are going to be triggered. That's why power needs to be in the hands of many, not a few. Purple states are definitely going red. The DNC and DCCC knows it well. Even that is fraught with flaws. Mob mentality is just as bad. Look at all the people who was for the jab now regretting it. The jab, and we're going to call it the jab. I love it. I'll get you all jabs. You look how many jabs you got. Y'all got a jab? You got a jab? I got your jabs. Hi, Sam. How are you? Sam. Jimmy Door, Jimmy Door, Jimmy Door, Jimmy Door, door, door. I told you, man. Some of these are fucking great. Oh, my God. I don't regret getting vaccinated. Invalid says, yo. Troy says, oh, delicious. America's a constitutional republic for a reason. The mob can get crazy. Therefore, we put up the Constitution to put them in check. Endless dog and pony show. Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Whoa. Dude. Dude, look how far this thing advanced on me. Holy shit, did you see how far I had to scroll up, guys? This chat is insane. Endless Dog and Pony Show, that's where it skipped. Invalid argument. Hey. Reading these comments live now on my channel. Come join us for a pre-show smoke up before the show. Yeah! Oh, look how long it took me to get to that. Hell yeah, we should smoke just because of that. Let's do a bong rip. No law regarding inner podcastal promotions for pre-shows. All right. Cafefe, tea. Hey, pills. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to smoke a bong rip. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to smoke a bong rip. Bong rip! I've got pills and they're on the floor. I'm going to find them. Where did they go? I do not see them. Where's the other one? Oh, man, dude. You know, there's a pail on the floor, and I do not want my dog to eat it. I have to find it. I'm going to have to actually get on my hands and knees like a fucking crackhead looking for a piece of crack now. So, that's going to be fun. Billy, nice surfboard, yo. Cheers. Look at the ones, bro. Look at all the ones I got in the chat, bro, for a bong hit. Enoch, Nick, Dave, Marty's in the house. Billy Ballantyne gave me a 1 for, it looks like a surfboard, ironing board. No, it's not a surfboard or an ironing board. It's a tree. and it looks like a sequoia. Is that a sequoia? What kind of tree is that? Where's my pill, Bill? Where's my pill, Bill? I got to get on my hands and knees and look for the pill. I'm gonna get down on my knees. I'm gonna look for the pill. Here we go. There it is. I found it. I found the pill. I'm gonna take the pill. I'm gonna put it in my mouth and eat the pill. There goes the pill. I swallowed the pill. Both of the pills. It's a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree? Dude, it's a Christmas tree? I'm sorry. I do not see the decor on the tree. I do not see the decor on the tree. I do not see the decor on the tree. My apology. So I got a lot of ones for a bong rip. I better do one, huh? Bong rip. Bong rip. Gonna do one. Oh yeah. Gonna do a bong rip. Smelling this bud. Thinking it's wedding cake that jumped out of the container. It's insaner than you know. Then you'll go. And once you see it, you believe it. Because it's show. The show. The show. The show. Show. The show. 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 The show. You see the show? It's the show. We're gonna smoke a bowl for the show. Smoke a bowl for the show. Smoking a bowl for the show. Smoking a bowl before the Jackson Hinkle show. Because Jackson Hinkle's going live on YouTube. And he's going to tell us what's going on with this debate, which will be interesting. We'll find out. Maybe he'll say what the debate is in regards to, what's spurned it on, how it started, and if we're really lucky, who knows, maybe this is the actual debate. That would be crazy. I doubt that. I really doubt that. But maybe he's scheduled for the debate, so we'll find out when and all that good stuff. All right, in the meantime, we're going to do a bong rip from 420 in Newfoundland. Newfoundland 420. Cheers. No law regarding unscheduled debates with scam sheep herderer. I love that chat. The chat's so fucking funny. Guess this will make up for yesterday's Disneyland debacle. I have no idea what that's about. Troy C comes into our chat, but it's another Troy C. Seriously, we are taking bets on the number of Jimmy Dore name drops from Cedar. This better boost the old algorithm. Is the debate today? No contest at Chicago. Great one. That fear is the leading cause of authoritarian control. I suggest counseling for it. I smell a rumble. Sam has a blow-up doll named Jimmy Dore. Popcorn, anyone? Next up is David Dole. I like the Constitution. I'm curious, why do you have issues with it? I don't see a point in debating a known liar. Sam shaved his beard after the wildlings lambasted his beard last week. Besides people not abiding by it, like all of a sudden Sam is going to tell the truth. Good point. This could be just an announcement of it. I completely agree. Is he actually debating Cedar? I think Sammy would want some time to prep. Sam will say Jimmy's name more than his own, because it's a document written by people who never lived by its ideals and still used to curb freedoms and limit equalities. I hope so. Hinkle wouldn't clickbait us, would he? No, I don't think Jackson Hinkle is clickbaiting anybody. Not, I mean, it's pretty obvious to me that this is not the debate by his title. You know, the title of the show is "I'm debating Sam Cedar," so that sounds like something that's going to happen in the future. I don't think he's clickbaiting anybody. You should look at that title and you should realize that's what he's saying. You know, he's not clickbaiting you. So, if this was a debate with Sam Cedar, it would say Jackson Hinkle versus Sam Cedar debate live right now. You know? Hinkle wouldn't clickbait us. They should put up a scorecard. Well, I hope this is true. I was thinking it last night. It would be great if you debated Sham MSNB Cedar. Fucking MSNB Cedar. I fucking love it. I think he's going to debate Scam Soiter. Soiter. Everyone's got a funny name for Sam, dude. It is so funny. Holly Horney. What is up? Chicago. Cedar can still wuss out at the last second. These people should hang, but you should have to... Those people should hang, but you should have to agree it's a good document, right? The U.S. Constitution was drafted by wealthy, bigoted capitalists. Sweet Lou! Hey, everybody, it's Sweet Lou. For the benefit of wealthy, bigoted capitalists. Sweet Lou, Sweet Lou! Dude, it's our Sweet Lou, man. He's over there. Yeah, Rams. This would be pretty impromptu for Mr. Maddow. Oh my god, I fucking love it. That's yet another hilarious name for Sam Cedar, Mr. Maddow. Yes, at Sweet Lou, but the content doesn't reflect that. It can be used to benefit all. Maybe so, Sweet Lou, but I am not looking to discard those amendments anytime soon. I'm not a constitutional scholar, so I'm afraid to comment. I don't think it'll lead to a more humane or righteous nation, so it needs to be questioned. Sam Cedar is CIA. You should call him Sam CIA-ter. You know? Sam CIA-ter. Oh my god, that would be great. It's a new name for him. It's mainly Democrats. It just seems like it's a joke to come up with as many hilarious names about him as you can. It's mainly Democrats that seem to have disdain for the U.S. Constitution right now, mainly the first, second, and fourth. That's why the original document has needed to be amended 27 times. Yo, I just noticed ScrewTube unsubscribed me from Jackson. I swear I didn't. What the fuck? I'm subscribed and I have notifications on. What does that mean? Is he debating him today? No, Cedar's the guy who wasn't good enough to be in the CIA, but he just does their work for them free anyway. That's like Anderson Cooper. It did not benefit indigenous and African Americans at all. It did the opposite. Yes, it needs another amendment, a digital Bill of Rights. No wonder I wasn't getting notifications because ScrewTube unsubscribed me from his channel. It was unequally applied. Economic Bill of Rights is far more necessary than digital rights. Can I receive a Purple Heart for attending this chat war? Asking for a friend. Troy C. was able to attend the last class yesterday. Caleb, you missed, lol. Civil liberties were unequally applied, so let's just scrap civil liberties, herder. What is that guy's name? I don't think you could say it was unequally applied when the people drafting it were the ones applying it. It did for some. Unfortunately, most haven't figured it out. Blacks are moving up in the social standing. After all, we had a black president from the days of slavery. Yeah, isn't that funny? I say that all the time. I say, man, you had Obama for 8 years. Shut the fuck up. Sam is waiting for Ethan. I peeked in just a little, but stayed in the corner. What's cracking, lol? Wrong about what? In what way was the U.S. Constitution drafted to benefit indigenous African American women? African Americans, women? The document is used to create inequality and thus it needs to be questioned. How about let's apply the law equally to everyone? Seems a bit more intelligent than discarding rights. It is what it is, but I'm thankful that document is the framework of America. It's hopeful document. U.S. witness, WMD's Julian Assange accuser, Kuwaiti accuser, Cosgrove. That's 3. Anyone else have one? Huh. They are going crazy in this chat, man. Look at how much more chat there is. That's live chat right there. It would have taken me another 10 minutes to catch up to that. So he's going live in a half hour? Yeah, he's going live in a half hour. Jackson Hinkle. Live in a half hour. So I suggest you all go there and check it out. I'll be there watching. It should be interesting just to hear what he's got to say about it. You guys, I will see you on the next show. How about that? I love y'all so much. Where's my covfefe? I finished it, right? Oh, wait, that's pretty fucking heavy. Oh, no, it's hot. Oh, fuck. I'm not going anywhere. It's just an intimate 8 of us right now. Just the 8 of us. Well, 9 if you include me. And if you guys have anybody watching with you, you can add that to the number. Dude, we gotta say hey to Sweet Lou, bro. The title's not clickbait. If you read it, it's definitely past tense. Past, present, future tense. I'm debating Sam Cedar, right? What's the title? Yeah, I'm debating Sam Cedar. That's fucking future tense. When I first read it, I thought, "Oh, there's a debate," and then I read it again. I was like, "Oh, yeah." It's not clickbait. It's just well written. Well written. I give him credit for that title. That's the kind of title I would write. It's 100% true, you know? Theory Henry says Benjamin Franklin was the best president. That sounds like something Billy Valentine would say in the chat. Dude, that is so funny that somebody said that. Hey, Nay, look up Seegene on YouTube. Seegene. All right. Seegene. On YouTube. Seegene. Molecular diagnostics. Oh, we can't talk about this, bro. I'm not allowed to talk about this on YouTube, bro. It was an ad, yeah. I wish I could talk about that, but I'm not allowed to. I wish I could talk about Gene, bro. Anything cannabis related in there, bro? Fucking fuck YouTube, man. I hope Jackson chews this fool a new one. It's a slippery slope you're going down, Ben Norton. First they're going to silence the Nazis, and next they're going to come for you. And now they're coming for you. And you don't even realize any of it. You don't see any of this. He doesn't. He can't put any of that together. He'll go to his grave screaming to have Nazis silenced. You know? But no one will hear him because he'll be getting silenced too. By his own will. He'll be silent, basically silencing himself as he slides down that slope. I hope Jackson Hinkle tinkles on Sam. That guy's funny. I don't know why everyone's worried about the Uyghurs. You need to realize they're also putting people in prison in China for believing in yoga. You're a liberal herder. What's the topic? Classic liberal, maybe. Doesn't make my point less valid. 8 unnamed Uyghurs in Turkey. That was the source of evidence. On the east side of the country, Western Hill, China still bear script mark. Public now that we have mass communication technology. It's a breathalyzer. Just watch it, brother. No, it's just a home testing. Test your dog for health, your plant health. If your meat's the right temperature to cook. Wow, Tommy, that does sound cool. I've got it right there on my screen. I'm going to watch it. I'm totally going to watch that. They were talking about stuff about, you know what I'm saying? The bug. So I didn't know if I didn't want to bring that up on the show. Because I didn't know what it was. But, oh yeah, I totally want to see that. I checked Twitter and the title's not clickbait. I think 9% of Eastern Side actually said. Eastern Side actually, but. It's gotta be, I mean, if it meets the right temperature to cook. My goodness, I am so freaking high right now. I'm spinning high. Radical leftist agenda. No, we don't. We don't think he's debating him on this show. I don't think anybody thinks that anymore. No one in the chat seems to anymore. They stopped asking that question. But listen, guys. I will see you on the next show. How's my coffee? I keep forgetting to check it. Oh, it's gone. My coffee's gone. The show is over. I will see you guys on the next show. Turn on the notifications. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.